Hi, welcome to part two. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Sean Tamani's channel. This is Politics with Sean Tamani. So now I decided that the most important thing whenever we speak about in-text referencing, it is essential that we have to make it more practical rather than theoretical. So I've taken up the opportunity to download the Northwest University's referencing guide, which is a pivotal document, or an important document rather, which you would use in undertaking academic work in whichever institutions you're in. So now let us look at the Northwest University referencing guide. That is how it looks like. As I go through it, you would see that it shows that the particular document would assist you in NW Harvard style, law, or APA. So as we go down, you would see on the content list, there's introduction. It explains what plagiarism is, the purpose of textual references and reference list, which I had indicated on my previous video. So we also look at the most important part, which is text references, which is included in page 6. So let's go to page 6. As we navigate through the guide, you would see many definitions to make you understand the importance of in-text referencing. So as we look at the text references, we would see that a text reference consists of the author's surname, the date, and page numbers where information referred to was found. So they will show you examples there of text references where you would find that there's just one author, two authors, or more than that. So 2.1 speaks about the authors, which says that the author is a person responsible for the intellectual content of a source. An author can also be an institutional organization, for example, or rather an institution. For example, in the case of a yearbook of a university's report by a government department. Now, those are the various examples that are given on the referencing guide, where you would see one author, how to reference two authors, and as such. So that is one important or vital key document that you should have in undertaking your academic work. I do not want this to be a long video because I do not want to bore you with the complexities that go about in terms of referencing. But if you would do yourself that honor of actually downloading a reference guide, you would be in fact in a better position to undertake your academic work. And it is important also to understand that there are specific assignment requirements in which you would be told to reference via Harvard style or via APA, So in that case, it is important for you to look at the specific context of the reference guide rather that you would have. Now, I would want us to go to the internet a bit as I navigate here through my laptop because I want to show you something. Because one key area that I think is important for you to understand, it is where do I get good papers? Where do I get good articles to undertake my academic work? Okay, right now, I will not necessarily use a specific assignment question, but I would just type, let's go to Google, right? Let's go to Google and search for, these are my go-to areas. So we'll search for Google Scholar. As we navigate through Google Scholar, you would select that tab for Google Scholar. Now, essentially what would happen here, as I wait for my browser, is that now you would go to a part of Google that is designated for academic work, whether scientific or otherwise. So it is important because you would find yourself in a situation in which you are searching for a certain topic or a subject matter, on just Google, and it would give you, it's not always misinformation or disinformation rather, but Google is known for giving you each and every scenario that you could make up on Google. You would get the graphs for it. You would get factual evidence, which is regarded as factual under Google. And you would get so many things that make you believe that what you are asking for or what you believe in, particularly in your assignment focus, is true. So in order to ensure that your academic work has integrity, go to Google Scholar and you will see Google Scholar, there will be two options to choose, whether articles or case law. So depending on the program that you're doing, if you're doing LLB law, I believe that you would choose the case law options. But if you want articles, then you'd be given the opportunity to type whatever. For instance, what can we type? What is the current burning issue? Let's say, or you would find that, especially if you study political science and international relations, you would at one point or another need to understand the fees must fall movement. So let's just type fees must fall movement under Google Scholar. So you would have various articles that were written by different scholars. As you can see here, the first one that we have is researching the fees must fall movement. And we have various articles on questioning fees must fall, challenging Fanon, a black radical feminist perspective on violence, and the fees must fall. So essentially what am I exposing you to here? I'm showing you where you can get proper articles that you can also cite. Because remember, the most important thing is that your list of references must adhere to the specific assignment requirement that you have. And here's a secret. So you can see there's a word there called cite, and next to it, there's symbols there. So select the symbols, and you would see that it will show you different types of ways in which you could cite that document. You could either use the MLA, the APA, Chicago, Harvard, or Vancouver. So the most important thing for you to do is to select the one that you want and just copy it and go paste it under the list of references in your assignment. And you have options to also download those various articles that you can use in your academic work. Or there's another option that I use often when I do my academic work. As I go back to Google, let me open a new tab, or a new tab rather, not tab. English. So you can just type whatever topic that you want. For instance, let's say the importance of fees must fall. Fees must fall movement. And at the end, what I usually do is I type research gate, right? Instead of getting just whatever article or opinion piece written on the subject, I'm specific as to where I want to get various academic work or articles from. So ResearchGate is one of the most important, should I say portal, one of the most important websites where you can get reliable material, where you can cite proper articles and cite proper authors. So you see, as you see there, there's an analysis of the fees must fall agenda. So that is one other way that you can access good articles for your academic work. So I will keep this video under 10 minutes. I don't want to bore you because I understand you have to undertake your studies. All the best. Do what you have to do. Remember, you're there to impress your family. You're there to work for some of the members of your family who maybe are a bit discouraged and need somebody to be the voice of the family and to bring the family up. So all the best with your academic work. Eta.